Okay guys, welcome back. You are watching the STPL. We just saw game one between ReV and DM, and we're going to be heading in shortly to game two.
Yes, we are, Kix. Really excited to see how this series shapes up because it should be a more even series than our first one. And my hopes for an ace match are still out there. I want to see Athena at least once.
Yeah, and if you don't see Athena this week, it's not going to be until week 3, I believe, it comes back in as the first map. So, could be a long wait for you, but of course we've still got 4 series left from week 1 as well. So we could see a few more ace matches there, but let's head on and introduce our second couple of players. Okay, so for DM, we do have in the big shirt, it's going to be XenOsky. Now, XenOsky, a Protoss player for DM, joined them for round 2, I believe. Was in their roster at the very end of round 1. Is actually 2 for 2 against his opponent's race, which is Protoss, of course. So for Clan ReV, it's going to be Caspas. Now, Caspas, you may recognize his name from various tournament Matcherino pages. He is very, very generous with his money and has donated a lot of money to the STPL prize pool, a lot of money to Clash of Char as well when I was doing that, so huge thanks to him. But he is currently also 2 for 2 against Protoss.
Yeah, 2 for 2 against Protoss, but I mean basically the same stats on the other side too, so it should be pretty even.
Yep, and they're going to be moving on to our weirdest map in the pool for round 3. It's going to be Plasma, and our Plasma is kind of cool. We've seen 2 PvPs here so far, very good for shuttle play, very good for DTs as well, good for proxy gates. There are so many different options that I think the only way we're really going to find out exactly how this is going to go is to get into the game. So let's head on over. It's XenOsky versus Caspas, DM versus ReV, game 2. And over here in the top left-hand position, we do have, as the yellow fighting for ReV, currently down 0-1. It's going to be Caspas.
And in the bottom left-hand corner for DM, our purple Protoss player, XenOsky.
Now, it looks like we're going to have something a little bit interesting. Caspas sending his probe incredibly quickly. So I think we're going to see proxy gates, but is he going to find out where his opponent is without being seen? This is going to be quite dangerous. Of course, if the probe is spotted, then that is the element of surprise gone. But, I mean, he could still build a pylon back at home, I guess.
This is like the fastest scout. It's not even after pylon. Like, you don't do this scout unless you want a gas steal. Ah, there it is, the gas steal.
It's PvP. Does gas steal really come into it that much? Like, I guess it's going to give him vision of the main, but we don't usually see
I thought he was
right
also
away.
going to manor pylon there, but he didn't go for that. I mean, obviously that's just a lot of minerals to commit to harassment early.
Yeah,
this has to like play into his greater strategy.
yeah, so this gas steal gonna force a lot of... Wow, he's actually overreacting to this, sending 5 probes to kill the gas. He is severe. Oh, I guess one thing it can do is it'll delay the eventual ReV attack, because you have to kill the gas to get it. Your core is going to be a little bit later, your robo is going to be later as well. But because he did build that extra gas, his own gas is actually delayed. And he's building a gateway in his main, which, until he gets his gas, isn't really going to be able to do too much. Oh my god, the probe's coming for the gas steal again.
Yeah, he's going to go for it again. Now, it's much harder to get it the second time around, also because all those probes are there. But if he can get it down, he's in position. He can absolutely make this happen.
Oh my god.
Who gets it?
Who is it?
Wait,
it's
I can't
Caspas
tell.
Again. It's Caspas. It's yellow.
Oh my god, you're right. Wow.
Oh, this is gonna delay the attack so much. That's insane.
And one of the reasons it's so important to delay it like this, especially if you get it a second time, which you, oh my god, that's so bad. is because this is essentially an island map at the beginning of the game. So you need drops, you need shuttles, and you need reavers, and all of that is very, very gas intensive. And now XenOsky just has no way to get that at all.
Yeah, not only that, not only was his gas delayed, his minerals have been delayed a lot. He's had 5 probes not mining for a very, very long time. And I mean, yeah, Caspas has had a probe running around building gas, but that's certainly going to work out. And as you said, I think this is really playing in to his grand strategy.
Yeah, I mean, he's finally going to actually, this will be the first time that he scouts his opponent. So I don't think he's going to be very happy about what he sees here. This has just been just now hitting 100 gas, but probably way more coming in the future. And XenOsky is just now finishing for perspective.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got the gas enough for a robo to build immediately now, I believe. Caspas actually delaying that a little bit longer than he should do. Possibly this is 200 gas, but I'm fairly certain it's not. Oh, maybe it is 200 gas. Okay, I need to learn my Protoss buildings. Many people learn their ABCs. I need to learn my EV Protoss.
Well, I mean, I think we all have a lot to learn. And that is the truth. If you are a Brood War authority, that does not mean that you don't have a lot to learn. Everybody has a lot to learn about Brood War, regardless of who you are. I was showing, so there's this new tech that I think Firebat Hero made a video about, where you can get your flying units to instantly accelerate by clicking in weird places on the map. I showed this video to Artosis, and you should have seen how big his eyes got. He's like, oh my god, this is so sick. We're actually starting to see it more in pro play as it becomes more reliable to do. But basically, everybody's still learning everything all the time. And even players who think that they are, very well informed, sometimes find out that, they've been doing something wrong the whole time. So,
yeah.
All that to say is we're all still learning.
Now, funnily enough, Caspas actually going for a second gateway, so I don't think this was for Reaver Tech. It's going to be for a very, very quick Zealot drop. Now, I always feel like that's giving XenOsky a chance to come back, because even though he's done so much damage, he's going to be dropping Zealots into Zealots, and XenOsky taking a leaf out of someone like G5's book, going to be going for a hidden Nexus and a second gas.
Good old G5, yeah. We are going to see that come down. Maybe this is a reaction to having his gas stolen early, but I definitely do. This is straight out of that G5 playbook. So we'll see how quickly it gets scouted. There is a shuttle, but obviously it's not going to go on the right-hand side of the map for any reason.
He's going to see it with a probe, though, so he knows the drop's coming in. There's still no shuttle speed or anything like that, no robo support bay. So I'm really confused by this drop. I don't actually think it's going to do that much. I mean, he's going to be able to drop on top of a Dragoon, but a Dragoon and 2 Zealots should take more Zealots out, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the ground advantage, right? So more beats less, and he'll have that, but it depends on how effective this Dragoon is and whether or not the Zealot reinforcements are going to be effective for XenOsky. I think he should actually be totally fine here, but you're right. The decision to drop Zealots instead of going all the way up to a Reaver Tech is a little bit questionable. I think this should be pretty easy to clean up.
Yeah, this really wasn't as effective as Caspas thought it was going to be.
So the point to this is that he was trying to get the 4 Zealots in the gas line to further delay the amount of gas. This is like about as much effort as you can put into making sure your opponent gets 0 gas. But unbeknownst to him, his opponent's going to be getting all the gas he wants from his hidden base on the right-hand side of the map.
And Caspas macro drop there while he was focusing on that. I think he thought he could end the game, and he's not going to. And I think, if anything, the ironic thing that's going to happen here is Caspas is going to be the one to die to Reavers.
This is like the most backwards way that I could have expected this game to go. Yeah, if a Reaver shows up right now getting dropped in Caspas's base, he's just not going to have a great time with that. And usually in PvP, it's so hard to get your expansion up. Like, you have to be really, really certain that you can defend that. But for XenOsky, he's actually taken an expansion way earlier. Now he's actually getting a 3rd base. And you just don't say the word 3rd base a whole lot in PvPs.
Yeah, not only that, but we actually see that Caspas is going for the closer base to his opponent, going to be a mineral only. There's an observer here seeing every single unit that leaves the base of XenOsky as well. Sorry, of Caspas, so... Not really sure what Caspas' plan is here. He's got the shuttle above his army, but he's not sort of ferrying it over anything. He's going to slowly break his way through the eggs. And, I mean, XenOsky is just in an unsurmountable position at this point. He's actually... I mean, that third base coming in as well. He has the tech advantage now, which is something I didn't think we'd be seeing after a double gas steal. But yeah, there's the Reaver.
Yeah, and there's no support bay even up for Caspas. He's just all on the gateways right now. He only has three, okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6 Dragoons. So that's actually enough to really threaten the shuttle if they do get in range. But because all of the gateway units are going to have to funnel through these eggs, I mean, that's just going to take forever.
Now, the good thing is Caspas with his observer did see a shuttle flying past. Now, is he going to react to it? Looks like he's going to go for his own little drop. He's not moving his units back home to defend, and XenOsky could be making the game-winning move here. He's got 2 Zealots in his shuttle with the Reaver, and he's being a little bit indecisive himself. This is such a weird game.
Yeah, I think he absolutely should just go drop it in the mineral line. That is the... Oh my god, there's so much devastation he could do. He is being indecisive, but he will finally decide to go for it. He's going to take a little bit of harassment at his 6 o'clock base, but he'll be totally fine down there.
Yeah.
Dude, move in with your Reaver. This is tilting me a little bit. The time is now. Do it now, Gohan. Like, he's busy defending back at home, obviously. And look at that probe drill. Oh my god, disgusting. All those Zealots are totally useless.
I mean, this game almost feels like a little bit like Gohan versus Cell. You saw Caspas as Gohan here for the longest time, and then Goku throws the double gas stall Protoss Sensubin in Cell, and now it's kind of repeating itself. But unfortunately for Caspas, I don't think Goku is going to turn up and save the day here with like a one-handed Kamehameha or anything like a DT drop.
No, he's gonna have the smallest spirit bomb you've ever seen, Kicks. Here we go. We're about to see a giant spirit bomb just kill all of his probes. Here we go. Get your G's ready, Kicks. All right, you gotta warm them up. You start with the small G's, G, and then you warm up to the big ones. We're gonna need all of them. Dude, XenOsky, just go drop the Reaver.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here's a Genki Dama coming in right now. That's the first G. 6 kills.
And there's more, and there's even more, and almost all the probes are gone. Now just run it into the natural. Oh my god. This is absolute carnage.
Wait, Caspas has a lot more units on the ground. He's going to be forced up against a Reaver. But the trouble is, there's this hidden base in the top right that he just has no idea about. And I mean, yeah, you can do a counterattack, maybe you can make something happen. But he's got 16 kills on this Reaver, 17 kills. And this is just too much damage.
Yeah, it does actually save the Reavers, getting kind of, taking quite a bit of damage, but look at these Dragoons. What are they doing? The Dragoons for Caspas, they're chilling out. They can't actually even deal a ton of damage to the buildings because of low ground mischance. And now the Reaver is actually going to come over and be able to get pot shots off of them.
Yeah, I mean, the shot's going to have to come back to pick up the other Reaver. I mean, that Reaver, it's kind of sad watching this Reaver run around because, I mean, all his base will be dead by the time the Reaver gets there. But here we go, looks like we are going to have the shuttle being focused down. That's a little victory in this big game pie for Caspas, of course. He's got very few probes, so not really able to do too much back at home. And that Reaver, the little Reaver that could, has managed to find its way up, but it goes down immediately.
Yeah, what was that? That is not great. Now, there is another Reaver on the other side. This one is protected by Dragoons, so it should have a much better time at dealing damage here. So I think this is where XenOsky is really going to make the big defense. And of course, he has a bunch of gateways, 4 gates at a 6 o'clock location, so he'll be able to produce from there as well. Now, Reaver's going to come out here. It's going to be attempting to be immediately focused, but it does get 2 Scarabs off, and I think that's all that XenOsky should need to take this fight.
Yeah, I mean, there's just way more Dragoons now for XenOsky. He's on 3 bases with full saturation of probes on each. Caspas still trying to push through with his final remaining units, but unfortunately he is going to be up against too many units in defense. And I believe it is finally time for the GG bomb to be released here.
I think we are about to see it. Some straggling reinforcements being taken out. And even if these Dragoons do die, and it looks like they are slightly outnumbered, maybe... No. No,
Yeah.
just kidding. They will actually win the fight. So, yeah, in the end, XenOsky, a masterful move to take that hidden base and to go for Reaver Tech. I'm not really sure what Caspas' strat was. I mean, obviously he tried a lot to deny gas, but that just really did not work out at all.
Yeah, that really didn't go too well for Caspas. I mean, he's still pushing in with Dragoons. He doesn't want to give up just yet, but he's going to see 3 gateways at this other natural expansion as well. I mean, there's just way too much stuff here for XenOsky. I mean, maybe with this 2k gas, or 1.1k gas even. I'm really bad at numbers.
Starting on a 4th base. Oof.
Yeah, this is just a little bit too much for Caspas. I mean, Caspas has put in an incredible effort in this game. Unfortunately, his strat a little bit confusing, not really too sure. Would love to speak to him after the game to find out exactly what his plan was with that Zealot drop, but a little bit heartbreaking now to see this from Caspas, trying to hold on to any little bit of shred of possible chance he has. I mean, he's trying to rebuild his probes again. That he's down 70 supply in a mirror matchup.
I'm just waiting for any signs of hope here for Caspas. Like, he's not dead. He can still make units, but realistically, is it such a tech disadvantage at this point? Like, he still does not have a robotic support bay.
Yeah, I mean, he can't even afford one anymore either. That's the sad truth about this game. I don't mean to be too negative. Obviously, Caspas, a little bit newer of a player for ReV, so I mean, coming out to play for ReV as well is such a huge deal for him. And I mean, he's put in a good effort. I believe he actually used to play Terran, and now he's playing Protoss. The ReV, oh my god, the ReV Scarabs on the eggs, they can't... Oh my god,
what is happening here? What am I watching?
The Reaver, I think, was attacking one of the middle eggs, so the ReV Scarabs couldn't get anywhere near there. But he is going to take them down as well, and this is going to be the big death push for Caspas, or for XenOsky even, and that poor Ursidon just watching the blood and guts from the eggs spilling everywhere from behind the wall.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the panda bear guys actually hatch from these eggs. You think they're actually bears, or like owl bears or panda bear guys, but no. Ursidons hatch from eggs.
They do, and this is their zoo. And I mean, just look at how sad their zoo is. There's no trees, there's no grass. They live on road. That's the Ursidon existence, and it's kind of sad. Please ban this map, Peter.
Well, actually, you know, PETA actually only protects pets, and if they're not pets, they don't protect them.
Well, that's even worse. I mean,
isn't it just?
This Ursidon, it looks like the observer's just watching them. He's probably got his screen on there, just watching them run around while he's waiting for units to build and whatnot. I mean, he could just go and end the game, but it looks like he's going to do it in style. He's slowly moving Reavers up through this, I mean... And it looks like Caspas has units on hold position.
That's not actually true about PETA, by the way. But they need anything to protect any organization. You can get the Fed, the FBI, the, I don't know, WSPCA, like whatever you want to get. Nothing's going to protect Caspas here. He goes down, and GG, that's going to do it. DM goes up 2-0.
They do. Now, of course, it isn't over for ReV. It's not looked great for them so far, but there is still the possibility of an ace match. Of course, it's a long way off, and it's going to require a lot from their next 2 players. But we're going to see if they can start to make that comeback as we move in to Game 3.